Elly here from Thankful Flow Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for this creative and dynamic flow. So we will be flowing through some creative transitions today in quite a dynamic and playful sequence. So I would suggest that this practice is suitable for someone who already has a bit of a yoga practice. There will be plenty of options throughout, so as always, take what you need, leave anything that you don't need today. And the class aims to kind of leave you feeling stretched, strengthened and reconnected by the end. So as always, there will be kind of somatic and inquiries to our awareness throughout the class. So bringing yourself to a comfortable seated position to get started, and place one hand on the chest and see if you can bring one hand to the abdomen just above the navel, so this solar plexus area. And we're going to close the eyes or soften the gaze. And begin with just noticing where your hands are placed on your body. And what do these areas of the body feel like? How do they move when you breathe? What can you feel underneath? What's the temperature like in these areas, the texture? And connecting with your breath, observing how your breathing feels as it moves through the body, drawing in and emptying back out. Maybe there's a sense of expansion on the inhale and a softening, a drawing back in on the exhale. An option to start to set an intention for your practice today. It could be something personal to you. Or you can come to the intention with me today, which is showing up as you are. You don't have to change anything. Just be where you are today. Notice where your body meets the ground. Be here in this present moment. And we'll start to open the eyes back up when you're ready and release the hands. Take a big inhale, reach the fingertips up, lift up and out from the waist. And as you exhale, cactus the arms, opening across the chest. Inhale here, and as you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center, exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale, draw your palms in to meet at Anjali Mudra. And then on your next inhale, palms face up as if you're gathering up energy with the hands. Reach the energy up. And exhale, palms face down. And as you breathe out, I want you to blow the breath out through the mouth like you're blowing out a candle on a birthday cake. Lovely. So inhale, gathering that energy up again. And exhale, grounding it back down. Breathing out through the mouth if you can, like you're blowing out a candle. Last one, inhale, floating up. Exhale, blowing the candles out. Lovely. And softening the arms and the shoulders, maybe taking a couple of little wiggles. And then we'll reach this right leg out to the right side. Doesn't matter how far out it comes. Bring the right hand to the right side and inhale, sweep the left fingertips up, create a space. And as you exhale, find a side stretch. As you inhale, lift back up. And then as you exhale, come back into your side stretch. This time, trace both the fingertips and see if you can walk them from that side, so the right side, over to the center, finding a fold. And then all the way around to the left side. See if you can reach this right arm up, finding a stretch down into the right side body. Lovely, and then we'll circle our way back. So bringing both fingertips down, walk them out in front. So through this kind of fold, and then back over to this opening on the other side. Lovely, and release. Switch over the legs, so right leg bends in, left leg reaches out. So start with placing the left hand on the left side, and inhale, reach your right fingertips up, create space. And as you exhale, take a stretch. Inhale, float back up. Exhale, take your stretch. This time, walk the fingertips through to center. So almost coming through a bit of a forward fold, and then over to the other side. So hands are on the right side. Lift the left arm up, heart shines towards the ceiling, follow with the gaze. And start to trace your way back through. Sliding the body back over to the left side. Right arm lifts, heart shines up towards the ceiling. And make your way back to center. Lovely. From here, seeing if you can keep this right leg bent and the left leg lengthened, we're going to bring the hands over to the outside of the right thigh and see if we can twizzle ourselves around into an all fours position with the left leg lengthening out behind. Tuck under the left toes, start to take some little pulses into the back of this left leg. Nice. And then tuck under your right toes, power up through the right leg and see if you can lift all the way back to a three-leg dog left side. From here, bend into the left leg and start to circle the left knee, moving into the left hip space. Lovely. One more breath here. Come back to your three-leg dog. Look between the hands. See if you can lower your back knee down to the ground. Seeing if you can keep your back leg lifted the whole time. Well done. Bring it in. Take the right leg out behind, tuck under the toes. Take a couple of pulses here. Staying with your breath. And then lifting the back leg, tuck under the left toes. See if you can sweep back to a three-leg dog. Right leg lifted. Bend into your right leg and start to circle the right leg around. Moving into the right hip space. See if you can really notice the different sensations in the body as you move. Come back to your three-leg dog. Look between the hands, lower the left knee down. Keeping the back leg lifted. And draw back into center. From here, exhale, sit your hips down towards your heels. And then with your breath, start to imagine being lifted by the shoulder blades as you roll forwards with a rounded spine. As you inhale, lift the head, shine the heart forwards, lift the tailbone, slide back. So cat and cow kind of movements, but a different version. So rounding forwards and tailbone lifts, maybe head lifts, sliding back. Two more of these, rounding forwards, seeing if you can really notice every sensation as you move and sliding back. One more, rounding forwards and sliding the hips back. This time we'll round forwards, and as the shoulders start to come roughly over the wrists, start to bend into the arms, lower the chest and the belly down to the mat. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift the chest for cobra. From here, you could be in a higher cobra, or you could be in a low cobra. Start to look over the right shoulder, and then over to the left. So don't force anything here with these movements. Just really feel into it. Make the movement smaller or bigger, depending on what they need to be, and looking at the body as we move as a whole. So if the arms need to bend a little bit here, they absolutely can. Let other parts of the body move with you. It's all connected. And then exhale, float the chest down to the ground. So we're going to come into a kind of cobra roll from here. So the right hand's going to ground into the mat. Roll yourself onto your right side. And as you do, press the ground away and lift up, bend the left leg. So left leg's bent, right leg's lengthened. From here, take the right hand out behind, hug the left knee with the right arm, find Marichyasana C. Looking over the left shoulder in that direction. Lovely, and start to release. Pivot around so that you can roll back onto your belly. And we'll roll onto the other side. So rolling onto your left side, lifting up, so right leg's bent, left leg's lengthened. And then finding your twist where the left arm hugs the right knee. Imagine with your inhale creating some space here. And on your exhale, softening into that space you created. Unraveling. Rolling yourself back down onto your mat. And then press the mat away with your hands. Come back to all fours. Tuck the toes under. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Start to take a pedal out through the legs here. Any little movements that feel good. Imagine the hips drawing up towards the ceiling. Child's pose is there at any time. Taking a little pedal out. Maybe some movements with the head and the neck. Little shake out, shake off. Just feeling into your downward facing dog. Then on your next inhale, sweep the right leg up, find three-leg dog. Bend the right knee and start to take some circular movements again, moving into that right hip space. Staying with your breath, keeping the breath moving, keeping that awareness inwards. Noticing your inner space, observing it. Lovely, and on your next exhale, draw the right knee to the nose. Inhale, sweep the right leg back to three-leg dog. Inhale, look between the hands, step the right foot through, reach the fingertips up, take the lunge. Imagine lifting up and out from the waist as you inhale. Exhale, hands come through to heart center. Step your back foot in perhaps a little. Bring your back heel down to the ground. Left toes are at a slight angle. Option to take your block here. Inhale, create space. And as you exhale, we're going to float down and start to draw your left hand to the outside of the right foot, or it could be taking a block. Right fingertips reach up, revolve Trikonasana. Breathing here. Bring the left fingertips forwards, and again the block could be coming with you, and maybe starting to lift the back leg away from the mat. So we're in revolved Ardha Chandrasana, so revolved half moon pose. Beautiful, well done. Now from here, bending into the right leg, you could bend this left leg too, and we're going to draw ourselves down to the ground, reach the left leg out in front. Don't worry if you added in any little steps there. From here, right hand comes out behind, left arm wraps around the right knee. Take your Marichyasana C. Send the gaze over the right shoulder in that direction. Inhale, create some space, and exhale, soften. As you unravel from your twist, sweep the left arm out behind. You can create a little bit of space between the legs here. And inhale, reach the right fingertips up. Maybe the hips and the heart can press up towards the ceiling, finding this version of a wild thing. Keep imagining the heart and the hips lifting, and exhale, lower back down to the mat. From here, right leg still bent, and we're going to see if you can take the hands behind the thighs, Take a little rock or a couple of rocks back and forth and see if you can land or find your way into Malasana. Take any modifications, variations here that you wish. And then we'll start to lift the hips up, let the hands come down, finding a fold. Take a little bit of movement in the fold, relax the head. You can soften into the legs here. And then taking a deep breath, start to curl the body up, pressing the ground away with the feet as you lift up. Draw your right knee in towards the chest, taking a big hug. And then let the right leg float back as the chest drops, finding Warrior 3. From your Warrior 3, hands come down to the ground. Option if it's in your practice. Maybe you're taking a little kick up to handstand here. Just an option. And then finding your way into a standing split, right leg lifted. Starting to come out of your standing split, take a big step back with the right leg. Come back to a plank position, flow through your version of Chaturanga, inhaling upward dog or cobra, and exhaling back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here to reset, find your breath. What does your breath want you to know? And then inhale, we'll sweep the left leg up for 3-leg dog. Bend into your left leg and start to circle into the hip space. Notice whatever you notice as you move. Just drawing the gaze, the awareness inwards. On your next exhale, draw the left knee to the nose. Inhale, reach the left leg back for 3-leg dog. Inhale, look between the hands, step the left foot through, reach the fingertips up, find your lunge. Imagine lifting up and out from the waist. Hands come through to heart center, step your back foot in. Right toes are at a slight angle, inhale here. As you exhale, folding forwards, imagine drawing back with the left hip, and then the right hand comes down to the outside of the left foot or to a block. Left fingertips reach up, revolve Trikonasana. Following with the gaze, embracing the wobbles, the shakes, whatever's alive for you today in your practice. Seeing if you can transition from here. So you might want to take some softness into that front leg, walk the right hand forward, maybe the left hand can stay lifted, and then that back right leg lifts for your evolved half moon. Amazing, well done. Start to bend into both legs. So we're going to lower down to the mat and see if you can tuck this right leg maybe and bring it through into a little bit of a pistol squat situation. Maybe that doesn't happen. I don't think mine quite happened. So we've got left leg bent, right leg lengthened, left hand comes behind, right arm wraps around the left leg, finding your twist, your Marichasana C. Send the gaze over the left shoulder in that direction. As you inhale, create some space, and as you exhale, soften into the space you've created. As you start to unravel from your twist, reaching the right arm all the way down and then bringing the right hand to the mat behind, you can create a little bit of space between the legs and then press the right hand and the left foot into the ground, hips and heart lift, finding a wild thing. Breathing here. Really pressing the ground away with the left hand, staying strong through that shoulder. And exhale, draw everything back down to the mat. Take the hands to the backs of the thighs and take a little roll, or you could take a couple of rolls back, take some momentum and see if you can catch yourself in a Malasana yogic squat. Taking any version of Malasana that feels right in your body, and breathing here, letting the crown of the head lift upwards. Then tracing the hands down to the ground or to blocks, start to lift the hips, find a fold. Let the legs bend in any way that they need to. Take any little movements. Could be a gentle rock or sway from side to side. Could be taking a pause and just hanging out here, shaking or nodding the head. Taking a deep breath. Begin to slowly curl the body up to standing. So you can keep the spine rounded, a sense of pressing the ground away with the feet as you curl up. Lifting your head up last. And from here, we'll start to draw this left knee in towards the chest, so hugging the left knee in. Really keeping the space across the chest. Maybe finding a drishti or a focus point. And then sweep your left leg back. Finding warrior 3 on the other side. Finding the breath here. And then bringing the hands down to meet the ground. If you're a handstander, you can take a little hop or a couple of little hops to handstand if that's in your practice. No worries if it's not. You can come straight into your standing split. Left leg lifted, option to wrap the right arm around the back of the right leg. Left toes pointing upwards. One more breath here. And then taking a really big step back with the back leg, find your way back to plank. Flow through a vinyasa. Inhaling cobra or upward dog, and exhale back to a downward facing dog. Finding your breath, option for a child's pose here if that's what you're calling for. Otherwise, on the inhale, look between the hands and you can step, float, jump the feet in. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, reach the fingertips up, grow the spine tall. And exhale, hands come through to heart center. Close the eyes or soften the gaze for a moment. See if you can place both hands over the chest, the heart center. Feel your breath, maybe your heartbeat. Maybe it's the connection between your hands and your skin. Notice whatever you notice. Giving yourself this time to be present, to be here. Right now. Just allowing whatever's there to pass through. Emotions, thoughts. It's all energy in motion. Passing through you. It's not you. You're the observer. You're the awareness. We'll start to open the eyes back up if you had them closed. Keeping the hands in your prayer position, start to lift your heels away from the ground and see how it feels just slowly lower down towards the mat. As you come down, either use the hands or if you're feeling spicy, see if you can bring the hips down without, and then take yourself down into a lying position. Let the arms and the legs open out to the side. And with the feet, just see if you can shake the feet out a little bit from side to side. Notice what happens as you do this. Notice other parts of the body that move, scanning up into the legs, the hips. Maybe there's even a rippling of an effect all the way up into other parts of the body here. Notice whatever you notice. And then relax the feet and the legs. See how it feels to lift just the shoulder blades away from the mat and then peel them back down. And bring the hands to the back of your head. See if you can lift the head, drawing the chin towards the chest. And then slowly start to peel your head back down to meet the ground. Close the eyes or soften the gaze. Give the weight of your body to the ground. Allow the ground to fully receive you. Put down anything that you're ready to release that's not needed. Receive that support that's there for you, underneath, holding your body. Starting to bring a little bit of gentle movement back. Could be wiggling the fingers or the toes. Just rolling over to one side and start to bring yourself back up to seated. Try and keep the eyes closed or the gaze soft if you can. And we'll take one hand back to the chest and one hand to the abdomen. An optional releasing breath to close off the practice as you breathe in through the nose, drawing the breath in for 1, 2, 3, and then exhale out through the mouth. And coming back into your space when you're ready, opening the eyes, taking a steady gaze. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope that you found it enjoyable and helpful. Do feedback to me on how you've got on and any requests for future practices. And you can subscribe to this channel, it's completely free. I really appreciate any support on here. So yeah, I can't wait to flow with you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.